Today is May 28th, 2014, and we are interviewing Chester Grove at the Illinois State Library. For purposes of clarification, we are physically located in courtroom 1A of the Adams County Courthouse in Quincy, Illinois. And Chester, how old are you, sir?
94.
94 years old, and
Had to draw a breath on that.
that's all right.
Okay.
And what's your birth date?
May 15.
94 years ago. Okay.
I just had a birthday.
Well, that's right. Happy birthday. My name is Christopher Schultz, and I will be the interviewer. Chester, can you state for the recording what war you were in?
Do what?
What war are we talking about here?
World War II.
And what branch of the service?
Oh, now come again.
What branch?
I was in the Army. Infantry.
Okay, and why don't you tell me what rank you had when you were discharged from the Army?
What year I was discharged from it?
Yes.
I don't have no idea.
45.
At the end of the war?
I don't know.
Well,
I imagine it was about 45.
Do
I
you-
don't know.
Do you know what rank you had attained at that time?
Rank?
Yes.
PVT.
Okay.
Private first class.
Excellent. And
They wanted me to have it. I wasn't in there no time till they wanted me staff sergeant. Well, you son of a bitch, you tell me what to do. And then he that ain't no good.
so
I'd tell them what to do. They tell me what to do because they won't do it.
so you were a private in infantry company?
Company A142.
Okay, and what was your job as a private in that company?
Until I got hurt as a radio operator.
What did a radio operator do?
Had two boys, one boy on each side of me. They took messages and I took messages. We controlled what was going on and we knew what was going on.
What do you know what kind of radio it was?
Huh?
What did the radio look like? What kind of
It weighed 37 pounds. It's just about that wide, about like that, and the battery on the bottom. And
were you in charge of that machine?
yeah,
Did you have to lug it around?
I had to carry it all the time.
How'd you carry it?
How what?
Did you carry it on your back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a pack. I had a raincoat, that's all I had, and a pistol.
Did you receive messages and send messages on the radio?
These boys did,
What was your job?
carrying it.
Okay. And where were you trained to operate and carry that radio?
I'd say it's probably in North Africa.
Is that where you were stationed before the invasion of Europe?
It was a holdover place.
Yeah.
We unloaded there. From the United States, we went through the gate over there, the canal thing, and unloaded on the right.
When you say the gate and the canal, where was that located?
So what?
The gate, the canal, where was that?
That canal?
Yeah.
Between North Africa and it'd be France, I guess.
So like are you talking about the Straits of Gibraltar?
Well, really, I don't know.
Do you know what country you were first stationed in North Africa?
Yeah, we got off there in North Africa. No, in North Africa, we was right along the coast.
Okay.
And we loaded and went to Sicily, or to, oh hell, there went blank. Well, went over there to France, or to Italy.
right?
Salerno.
Oh,
Damn it,
yeah.
that's where I went to Salerno.
Well, that's in Sicily, I
I
think.
got off there. I was 28th man that got off of there.
28th man off of the boat?
Yeah, shipped ashore.
Okay.
We got off of a boat in a little boat. And then they dropped the front end down. The boy next to me, he went under and lost all of his equipment and everything. Then he went my gun.
Oh,
I wasn't carrying a radio then.
did you give it to him?
No, hell no, I didn't give it to him.
Tell us, how long were you in Africa before you went to Palermo?
Oh, a month or so. Short time.
And how did you like Africa?
We had nothing to do with the people. I mean, we just a holdover.
And how long did you stay down there in Italy?
In Italy?
Yes, sir.
Well, from the day we went there on, I think it's September the 9th of one year, we got in, let's see. I don't know what the date was. We got in 18 Mile of the Leaning Tower of Pisa before they called us back.
So did you go all the way up the boot of Italy to get to Pisa?
No, you don't go on the beach. You go out in the damn mountains.
Yes. And how did you get around? By foot or by truck or?
Well, you ain't gonna take a truck too far in some very steep mountains, but
No.
as a way of transportation,
Yes.
it's about all you can say for that.
Did you see any action of any battles or engagements with the enemy while you were in Italy?
There's only two troops in World War II. I'd say I did because we was on both of them. Shut the damn war down to pick up the dead and wounded.
And where did you do that?
Right up near Rome, just south of Rome.
Are there any particular experiences about that part of your service that you'd like to share with us? Any observations or facts that ought to be recorded?
Well, about all I can say, I never helped pick them up. I never helped them. But we just stood by.
Were you in charge of the radio at that point?
I don't think so.
It looks to me like from your cap there that your rifle company may have been part of the 5th Army. Is that right?
It was the 5th Army.
Do you know who the commanders were or anybody that was in command over those troops?
You mean still living?
Well, I don't know if they're living or not. I probably doubt it.
Do I know any?
Yeah, did you have any interaction with any of the superior officers or anything like that?
You mean connections with?
Yeah.
No.
What about your sergeants, your lieutenants, the other
I have no.
officers?
I don't know anybody that was over there.
What about the members of your company? Were you close with any of them?
Oh, you don't want to get attached too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much.
So between Rome and Pisa, did you have any other battles or engagements that you were involved in?
I don't remember.
It looks like from your cap there that you were. What division were you in?
36 Infantry is out to Texas.
Is that what that triangular insignia is?
You mean there's 3 of us to get?
Yeah.
141, the 142, and the 143.
Okay. Those
Regiments.
Yeah.
It was all in there together.
Okay. And when I think you said you went up to Pisa, am I right about that?
You what? Right.
You made it all the way up to Pisa?
Pisa?
Yeah.
The Leaning Tower.
Yeah, up where the tower is.
I never got to the tower. I don't know just exactly. It was 18 miles from it.
Yeah.
And I tried to see it and I couldn't.
Yep.
We crossed a place and we was gone about 10 minutes and come back and it was half knee deep with water. Somebody blew to something above. In mountain area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We come back to make the invasion of southern France.
So how did you go from Italy and get to France? to do that?
Passenger ship, regular
Okay.
passenger ship.
How was that? Was it comfortable?
Huh?
Was it comfortable?
Yeah,
Yeah. How was the food?
we thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than none.
Yeah. So, uh, how long did it take to get from France I'm sorry, from Italy to France?
Not very long.
Just a couple days?
No.
Hmm.
I don't know time you load and unload.
And did you participate in the invasion of France?
We made the southern invasion of southern France. We made it.
Was that on D-Day?
I don't know about D-Day. It's our D-Day.
So,
They wouldn't know what else there was. I mean, when they go in a place like that, they get lined up, and all of them head for the coast same time. When they get there, they drop the front end down. You're out. You're gone. You're back. They go back and get another load.
so
And the third load.
the landing craft came out to the big boat and got you off in groups.
They dropped off into the canoes. Well, they're not canoes. They're ship to shore.
Yeah.
Front end. It's the widest knot wall, pert near.
Did you have to wade in a little bit in the water too?
Yeah, the boy next to me there in southern, I don't know where's France or the other one. He went under.
Was there an undertow?
Huh?
Was there a riptide or an undertow that?
No, that he wasn't close enough for him. He's too short.
Oh.
He shouldn't have been in there.
So when you
He
were
just threw his shoulders back and everything falls off.
So when you landed, were you under fire, enemy fire at that time?
No.
And do you know where approximately on the French coast you were dropped off?
Well, I don't know where to do or not.
Where was the first place you went after you hit the beach?
Well, on them deals, you don't have certain stations. You have a general area. We never headed to a special place. We went in there to fight them wherever we found them.
So
I mean, we didn't know. You didn't go to a certain place. No, we didn't get damn if it was out in the middle of the street.
and they didn't come out and say, "Hey, here we are over here."
They didn't know. They stayed back. They're smarter than that. Well, but I mean, you go till you find them.
Where did you first find them?
I have no idea.
Now, I notice on your cap, you've got one ribbon that signifies service in the European theater of operations, correct?
I don't know.
The one that has all the stars on it, is that for serving?
This in here?
Yes.
I think that's your service medal, yeah.
Yes. So can you
and
tell?
this in here is your good conduct, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, you've got a bunch of stars and arrowheads on those. Can you tell me what those mean?
I got 8 or 7 them are battle stars given to me after the war. 8 is the most any one man in World War II got. I got 7 of them. And the arrowhead is ship to shore.
Okay. And you've got 2 of those, so one for Italy and one for France?
One for France and one for Italy, yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then on top of that, you got on the service medal, you got 5 stars. Does that each one signify a battle?
4. You got 4 and 3.
Okay. And does each one of those signify a battle that you were involved in?
Ain't there 4 on
Oh,
one
yeah.
side?
There sure are.
3 in the other.
Yeah. That is exactly correct. So, can you tell us what battles you were involved in after you landed in France?
You're asking a big question. Nobody knows. No, you just wars. I don't know. It's set up different. War is war. Shoot you where they can.
I notice also that you have a Purple Heart on your cap. Would that signify a battle wound?
You get a Purple Heart and then if all the rest of the time you get hit, you get a star.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what it'd be. I didn't get none. I should have had one, but I didn't get it.
Do you know why you got the Purple Heart there?
Is what?
Do you know what led to being awarded the Purple Heart?
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, that is a Purple Heart.
Well, yeah. Do you know what you got that for?
No. Oh, you for your battle move.
Yeah.
No,
I got this leg about shut off over here.
Which leg?
Right one?
And when did you sustain that wound?
Where?
Yes.
When we all got hit.
Oh,
2 boys got killed. 2 of my boys that was helping me. I don't remember.
do you know where that happened?
I know when it happened, but I was there. But we don't carry a map. We don't know for sure where the hell you're at.
Somewhere in France, somewhere probably. Huh?
Ain't no way knowing where you're at if you don't have a map.
Yep. So, where do you know after you became engaged in these various battles? Where did you wind up? What was your objective? Where did you go?
Where did I wind up at?
Yeah.
Austria was the last place I was in. Austria. I remember that. And I was standing out there because I couldn't walk. I hobbled. I hobbled for, oh hell, a long time. They put me off the front of the line to the back of the line, picking up drags and whatever and helping the other boys and stuff. Took the blood off of me. Okay, that was in Austria, and the war was over about 3 days. Adolf Hitler killed himself. Him and his mistress. I was pretty close to that, but not. I didn't know where's that. Hermann Goring took over. He had the Air Force. He had a lift worse than mine. And I was standing out there. The rest of them took a hike. I couldn't hike. So I stood there with my gun. Only one around. Jeep drove up, and this old driver, he growled. God, he was terrible. Mean son of a bitch. Had an officer in there, and he says, "Get in, we need you." Well, what the hell am I going to get in there? I'm able. If I get in there and take off, I'm able. Well, what in the hell am I going to do? He told me a couple of times, "Get in, we need you." I got in the back of that, and he crossed where we had a bumper zone. Manufactured in 3 days. I mean, they were talking back and forth some. I wasn't. And we come to looked like a culvert in there. And he says, if anybody gets close to that, shoot them. Anybody, bar none. He let me out. He's gone about a couple hours. They were eating when he got to get there to get him. Hermann Goring told them to come and get him. He was a A1 man. And I stood there and I looked everywhere, but I didn't move. I stayed right there. And he come back and had him in the back seat. I sat and ate a knee to him. He was going to death and I was going home. That was the size of it right there. got back up there where we was at, where he picked me up. He let me out and never said a damn word. Just took off.
Were you in the vehicle with Herman Goering?
Was that what?
Were you in the same vehicle with Herman Goering?
I said, Nita, Herman Goring. Nita, that damn close.
How? What
With
were
a
you,
gun in my hand, and he didn't have no gun.
what was going through your mind at that time?
Shoot some bitch if I had to.
But obviously you didn't shoot him. Did he talk to you?
No,
Was he talking at all?
no.
Was he in a uniform?
Herman,
Yes.
I don't know whether he was or not.
And how big a man was he?
About the size of me.
And you know about where this was in Austria, or just somewhere in Austria or southern Germany?
Yeah, it ain't too far from that pass where the river and the railroad and the road goes together. It connects Italy. I have never seen it. I'm just telling you, northern Italy to Austria. Ain't there a place like that?
A big mountain pass?
Mountain pass.
Bremerton?
Huh?
Bremerton?
What?
Burma?
What?
Burma? Bremerton?
No, they didn't have no name. But that river and railroad,
That's all right. Did they drop you back off where you were?
oh yeah, they did, but was the other way. I was about, I'd say less than 20 miles from the border of, if you go over there today, I'm telling you what to tell me, there's golf courses in there. Are you up on that?
No, but that's interesting.
There's golf courses in there. And he went down in there. That's where they went and got Herman. Well, that is right to the north edge of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Not too far, I don't think, but I never did see the damn thing. It's still leaning, I guess.
Yeah, so by that time you'd worked yourself back over east to darn near the same place, right?
I was back where I started from.
Yeah. So, are there any other observations about that experience you had with Herman Goering that you'd like to share with us?
About Herman,
Yeah.
he just sat there like he's supposed to and never said it, never let on. He just looked me over.
How many other people were in the car with you?
The driver and an officer.
And yeah, and the
The
officer.
driver is got medals. I don't know where he's sergeant, captain. I don't know what he was. Don't remember. And the officer, it was a regular officer.
Is it the same officer that got you to get in the car and go with him?
Yeah.
Same guy?
No, the officer didn't tell me that.
Oh.
The driver did.
Oh.
Officer won't talk to a enlisted man.
That's,
You know that?
well, I'd heard that.
Well, that's right.
So after this experience with Herman Goering, what other experiences after that did you have?
Practically none.
Tell them about Monte Cassino.
Monte Cassino, that was before.
So Monte Cassino was when you were still in Italy, correct?
Yeah, that was back down the line.
Did you see
The year
action?
before.
Did you see some action at Monte Cassino?
Yeah.
How many days do you think you were up there?
Monte Cassino's war lasted quite a while because it was from the air.
But you were on the ground, correct?
I was at a distance. I watched them bomb the same place. I can tell you which way they come in there.
How? Which way?
They come in. The planes come in from the back side of them.
Those were the American planes, or were they Allied?
I think all of them were American. We used.
Okay. So the Germans were holding Monte Cassino against air and ground forces.
I don't know.
But you were part of the ground forces at Montecasino?
See, Montecasino's got a tunnel down to the town. And they come up that damn tunnel. You don't know what they got. I never was in the tunnel. I've been inside the,
So you think they were reinforcing themselves through that tunnel?
huh?
Do you think they were reinforcing themselves through the tunnel?
No, they live down below.
Aha.
Down below they live. Well, I get it. I never was in the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the, I'd say, scenic places of tourism. Montecasino is.
Did you see any other battle action in Italy besides Montecasino and Rome?
Any other battle?
Yes, sir.
I'm afraid you asked the wrong question because hell, there's battle every time you look up somewhere. And you're just damn lucky you ain't in it. And where they're at, you don't know and you don't care in the first place. If they're shooting them up, you're involved.
I'm going to,
You just don't go out there like you would if you're going to plow a field. You go out there to kill them some people.
and it looks from your hat that you were involved in quite a few of those battles. Any of the other experiences stand out in your memory as notable and that you'd like to tell people about for future generations to hear?
I don't think that future generations needs any business there.
No, and tell me why that is your opinion.
Well, it's all mountainous and it's tourism and in a way, and another way it ain't.
So
Many mountains you can't. You can walk across them, but you can't. Hell, ain't no way getting there.
and you're talking now about northern Italy.
Yeah.
So you know, is it your opinion that there probably won't need to be another land war in Italy?
Oh, yeah. You can't say that.
Yeah.
There might be.
Yeah.
Just like here, there may be a war here before the year's over.
Okay.
Tell them when you went to see the Pope.
Huh?
Tell them when you went to see the Pope.
I don't remember him.
When you went in the Vatican.
Huh?
When you went in the Vatican.
When you were in Rome, did you get a chance to go to St. Peter's?
Well, I think so, but I kind of forgot.
You went to the Vatican.
I've been so damn many places, boys, I can't remember all of them.
Was there anything about your stay in Rome that was notable to you?
That I'd want to stay at?
Yeah, or anything about your time in Rome that stands out in your memory?
No, not necessarily.
How about the food when you were out on your own there? What
Yeah,
did
hell,
you
you
eat?
didn't get none.
Did you have to carry your own?
Food? Canned food, about all we had.
Did you ever get any food from the people that in Italy or from France, or
Some of their food,
how'd you like it?
I can't remember ever getting any of it.
Huh.
We usually always got enough of food. I don't know how they done it.
What'd you do for entertainment when you weren't fighting or marching? What'd you do for entertainment to keep from getting too bored?
Be boring.
Well, what did you do for entertainment when you weren't fighting?
I don't remember any entertainment.
Did you play cards or talk or?
I don't think there's a card game there.
What?
We never done nothing.
What'd you do when you were?
Well, should you bed it down? You find a blanket.
And did you stay in tents or did you have better places to
We
stay?
went for several months there and never had nothing but a goddamn raincoat and a sweater like. You slept in it. You wore it all the time.
Did you ever get a chance to shower or shave or
You
clean?
get about a shower. You wouldn't average a shower every 6 months.
What about illness? Did you ever get sick over there?
Sick?
Yes.
Nothing to get sick on. No, hell,
Uh,
no, we never had. I really, as far as a shower, all during the time we were in them two countries, only once that I can remember where you got clean clothes when you come out. Rest time, you know what I mean?
yeah. So when did you get drummed out?
What?
When were you discharged from the service?
Oh,
42, wasn't it?
45.
45.
He's-
I don't
He
really.
stayed over there for about 6 months.
Yep. Were you in the Army of Occupation?
I don't think it would be. I don't know whether it was or not.
Did you stay over after the war ended for a while? Did you stay over in Austria for a while after the war ended?
Yeah,
What'd you do during that time?
tried to behave.
Did-
Do you know why we stayed?
no.
Take the temper out of the boys.
Which boys?
Who stayed? Huh? People like me. All they do is want to fight. We're supposed to stay 6 months. I stayed 5. Queen Mary was coming. And I went with 2 or 3 more boys, and this is not uncommon, no. And we went and stayed on the canal, and the Queen come along and picked us up out there.
Where was that?
It'd be in England, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Is on that side.
So you got to come back on the Queen Mary?
Queen Mary.
How was that?
Well, how would you like to be up to about 80 feet above the water?
I don't know. You put it that way, it doesn't sound too fun. So
Well, it's a good thing to be there because you're coming home.
yeah,
You always keep that in your mind.
yeah. So you said that they kept you over there to take temperature out of you.
Yeah.
And how did you feel about that?
How'd I feel about
Yeah,
that? I didn't like it very well because I wanted to come home.
yeah. Where did you go home to? Where was home?
Jeff, Illinois, 100 miles east of St. Louis.
Say what's the name of the town?
Jeff,
JAFF?
GE.
G-E-double-F.
Oh, GEFF. Okay,
Between Fairfield and Flora.
of course.
Wayne County.
Wayne County,
Huh?
Wayne County, Illinois.
Yes.
A what?
Wayne County.
When?
No, Wayne County. He was from Wayne County.
Wayne County.
Yep.
Is that what you're trying to
Yep,
say?
I'm
Yeah.
trying. Yeah. So, what did you do when you got back?
Well, I picked this woman that I married later up on my way back.
Did you know her before you went?
Yeah, I just knew her, and that was all. She's just a kid like that.
Yeah. She was more grown up when you got back?
All grown up.
And what was her name?
Vivian.
What was her maiden name?
She was an orphan. Her name that he had the most of the time was Reed, R-E-E-D. People up there in northern part of Illinois got her out of a home.
And did you settle down there in Jeff?
Did I? What?
Did you settle down in Jeff?
No,
Where'd you go?
I was wound too tight for that. Hell, I about forgot. Oh, went up there and worked for the people that raised her in a couple of years. I didn't like it. They were moneyed people. How moneyed? They owned land in Texas. We went down there and later and went on a tour into Old Mexico. He went with us, the guy had on the farm down there. It was quite a deal. Well, you got Then we went and worked for another neighbor, and I didn't feel like we was getting what we should have. We come along and we had these two kids. We just boxed them up in the car one day and took off down the road. Went west on Highway 5445. What?
54.
I don't know. I
Oh.
don't remember. Went west.
So,
A better place to live than her that we was.
so did you spend most of your time after that out west?
We went west, really is southwest. That was up around Champaign, Urbana.
Oh, okay.
And we crossed the river at, I don't know where. I don't remember now where. But we come south. We stayed on that same road for a long time. The temperature's too damn cold there. I didn't want to live there at Piper City. You ever hear of Piper City?
Can't say that I know where Piper
That's their
City is.
hometown. Too cold in the wintertime. We was going south. We bared south to even with Paxton. Paxton's your county seat. We were going west in the time. That road took us across the river and across the river at Quincy. Went out to West Quincy, out there at that intersection there west of town.
Went to
Yeah.
Kirksville.
Yeah. And we thought we were about where we wanted to be. So we took off and went west to stay in that climate. I'm getting pretty particular at that end. Went up to Edina. I believe it was Edina or one of them in town. The old salesman took us out there. Hell, we just bought it and moved out there.
Bought a farm?
Yeah.
Did you stay out there the rest of your life? Let me ask you this: what's your viewpoints on your military service that you'd like to pass on to succeeding generations?
They ain't a hell of a lot I'd tell them to go and get into. I wouldn't tell them to get none of them. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
No, that's just exactly the way I.
Did you ever
It's
see?
all right. The service is all right if you want to live that life.
Yeah. Did you ever watch World War II movies that were made about World War II?
No, I didn't want to.
Why not?
No, I might fool around and kill myself.
Well, that's a valid and very honest viewpoint. Did you not care to relive any of those experiences?
Did I not serve in what?
Did you not care to relive any of those experiences?
Well, I'll tell you this way. I went back over there and we visited my places
When did you do that?
in the year 1988.
And tell me a little bit about that experience. How did that affect you?
I took the wife over there. Hell, she'd never been nowhere. And I had a chance to go and take her. So I did. Didn't cost much money at that time. Met another group. We met over there. We dedicated a memorial monument at, I believe it's Altaville. Down there, if you go down there to Salerno, it's at the west end there. They give us a 3-foot square to put a statue on. Many people from the States had nothing to do with it. And we went over there for the dedication of that.
What kind of monument is it?
Huh?
What kind of monument is it?
It's I don't know. It's a full-size man, as I remembered it.
And just so I'm sure about this, that's Salerno, because I was thinking of Palermo, but this is Salerno, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's Salerno, Italy. It's well,
That's where your outfit first landed on European soil, was at Salerno, correct?
We were the first, we landed in North Africa.
Right.
We got out. We went through the canal there, or through that opening. They cut an opening in that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Was that in the harbor? Or?
That's a long time ago
Yeah.
to get ships in and out.
Okay.
Yeah, we was in North Africa not too long, waiting till they got them out of Africa, the Germans out of Africa. In fact, I wasn't supposed to, but I went along with them boys over to the West Coast, over at that town. They was chasing them that way. When they got in that town, that was the end of the damn war in North Africa. Those boys then came over later where we were. We did not with us. No, they didn't know.
Did you see some action then in North Africa?
Huh?
Did you see some action then in North Africa?
No.
Okay.
We just hung around there till a certain time come when they was ready to invade Italy. Full force. They invaded that full force.
Did you land in Salerno under enemy fire?
Did we enter Salerno?
Under fire?
No. There was nobody firing at us. I was in the third wave, boat number 18. That's where Commando Kelly. You ever hear of him?
I think so, but
He made his name there.
Maybe you can tell me a little bit about him.
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
But he was a real character, correct?
See, Altavilla is a town that sits about 10 mile inland. There's Salerno. And the first day or two, we headed in there. There's only about 3 or 4 of us in that bunch of Spiridol. The rest of them, I don't know where they went. But we went around and nobody up there on the street. Mountains on one side and street. And then people were in the back of them buildings. And Commando Kelly? What the hell was this? That ain't it. What was it? The one that made his name there, that commando, made his name.
Audie Murphy?
Who?
Murphy?
I don't know. Well, anyway, one of our boys made their name there. I mean, it got highly. Altavilla was a town. Oh, it was quite. There's a bunch of people on one side. We was in there 3 days, I believe. I don't know who they were, whether Americans or not. We didn't bother them. But we stayed on this side. But before that, our company commander, now you pick this up, a battalion commander, he was back there just shooting the hell out of them. We done went by around some people, and he just shot the hell out of it. Had no boy helping him feed it. And there's a guy with him. I ain't gonna tell you his name. If I knew it, I wouldn't tell you. He was a second lieutenant, and he was captured right there with this man. And this man, while he was shooting them people in the thing, he got killed. So that dead ended day. They shot him, and the lieutenant with him, second in command, was captured. And I went to a picnic in a meeting, a gathering, And that son of a bitch stopped me and asked me how come I didn't do so and so. How did he know? I don't know.
So you ran into him years later?
That was later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and back here in civilian life.
Mm-hmm.
He knew me.
What did you say to him?
I think the best I remember, I walked off and left him.
So that was Alta Villa?
Altavilla.
Alta Villa.
That's first town in where I landed.
Okay. And that's south of Rome.
Yeah.
You had to fight your way up to Rome?
Quite a way. Did we fight our way up there? Yeah.
So
Part of the places and part of the places we didn't have to.
you fought all the way up from Salerno to Monte Cassino before you even had to go to France?
Before we went to France.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're just getting started when you got there. You got going. It was 18 miles from Leaning Tower of Pisa. If you know what I'm talking about, Leaning Tower. But I never did see it.
What about the Pope? Did you meet the Pope?
If I did, I don't remember.
Yeah, it wouldn't stick out in your mind meeting the Pope.
But he was in the Vatican.
Okay.
He was in the,
Got to go to the Vatican, to St. Peter's Cathedral.
remember that ball at the very top of the Vatican?
The Vatican.
Remember when you was in the Vatican? Do you remember that? And you climbed them stairs to the top?
Yeah, we heard the top of that son of a bitch.
How tall was that?
That big church.
Yeah.
Went clear at the top of it, up there in the bell. Only room for one fellow, really. One fellow on one side of the bell and one on the other. And you just got to walk. You get to walk around the bell.
It was a big, like, circle.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the line of duty.
What other experiences would you like to share with us? Anything in particular? What was the best thing that you enjoyed in your service, if there was anything?
I can't put it that way. I can't. No, the best is none too good for me.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't tell you one thing, because when you get into battle, that ain't good. And I
Anything-
don't.
Go
I
ahead.
just don't.
I got just a couple quick questions so I understand everything on your hat. I think we talked about,
Here, you get one of these stripe for every 6 months overseas.
let's show that. Okay, so those are the service bars. Is that what they call those?
Yeah. No, they
Yeah.
stripes.
Service stripes.
Yeah.
And then we got this blue badge there. Is that a rifleman's badge?
Yeah, that's a combat infantry badge.
Now, how'd you earn that?
Huh?
How did you earn that?
You get that when you get this here rifle, and when you go to battle, they'll put a wreath on it.
Mm-hmm.
Give you one with a wreath. When you got one like that with a wreath on it, you've been in battle.
And what about these arrowheads that have T's on them there?
That's a T. Texas, Oklahoma. During World War I, that's Oklahoma. That's their insignia. And World War II come along, they didn't go with Texas.
Uh-huh.
They speared off.
Okay, and that you're referring to your outfit on that? Does that refer to what outfit you were in?
36th Division.
Okay, and is that the symbol for the 36th Division there? That kind of triangle?
No, that's 7th Army.
Okay, so
36th Division is a T-Patcher.
so that's what the T stands for.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, that's what I had on my shoulder when I'd come home.
I see. Okay, very good.
Yeah, this is 7th Army. France, Germany, and Austria.
Okay, so when you were in Europe, you were with the 7th Army,
Yeah,
and when you, or I say Europe, I see France and Austria, and then the Fifth Army over here was Italy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Italy is the Fifth Army.
Okay, gotcha.
Just two armies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to share with us?
Oh, I don't know. You boys done a very good job, looks to me like. It's hard to tell you that. Go in there and get your feet wet and see what happens to you. When you think you can go in there in the town, not see any dead, boxcars loaded with them
Where did you
from
see
other
that?
other parts of countries.
Where did you see that?
Any place you put near, you'd go.
Mm-hmm.
The death was pretty high in World War II. Not our boys, civilians got into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Don't know too much about it, but you see them go along there, and people come along, and just look in there and look around.
Did you see that mostly after the shooting was over?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you meet anybody over there that you thought was interesting or worthy to talk about? Anybody over there you met that was interesting besides Herman Goering?
I'd want with Herman.
Yeah.
There was nobody that seen that, but driver and the assistant officer. That's the only two that seen that. There's four of us in there. He sat in one corner of the Jeep, and I sat in the other. And driver. They didn't talk to him.
Anything else you want to share with us, Chester?
No, you pretty well took it.
Okay. Well,
Beat me over the damn back for about 2 or 3 years, and you guys got by within a half hour.
it's amazing. Okay. Well, I certainly appreciate you
You know
coming.
what I mean?
Yeah. It's hard to condense it all into a short period of time, isn't it? Well, I certainly appreciate your sharing your history with us. We value that very much. Thank you, Chester.
I got a bad headache. My head's not bothering me anymore, worse than it was. Head injury, knocked out. The bottom of the trench, if another shell to come in that had been buried, they never knowed it.
Where was that? That up in France or Italy?
No, I think it was in France,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Anything else
Thank you.
before I turn it off?
No, I don't know.
Okay. We're back on with Chester Grove. He was telling us a little bit about his injury. You were pointing out where your wound was. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Do what?
Tell them about your leg.
With the missile.
My leg?
Yes.
Columbia.
muscle.
Huh?
How did you get it, Dad?
How'd you get shot?
Oh, artillery. Artillery. Went through my leg. Come out on the other side.
And
They cut it out of the other side. They just threw me up on a thing about that tall. Nurse on one side and the doctor on the other. I don't think they give me any incision.
no anesthesia?
I don't think so. It's crude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want to take this leg off down at Columbia. I want to tell you that right quick. I had to go to St. Louis to keep it on.
When was that? After the war?
That was in 1987.
Oh, okay.
If it ever turns color, I'll have to have it took off.
How's it doing right now?
Huh?
How is it right now?
It's, I ain't gonna say.
Well, you're 94 years old, correct?
Huh?
You're 94 years old,
94.
and you walked in here with the assistance of a cane?
Yeah, I don't have to have a cane all the time.
Well, that's fantastic. Anything else, Chester?
No,
Okay, we'll sign off again.